Cooking up a storm in the kitchen on a cold, winter's evening is a great feeling as you tuck into something flavorsome to warm yourself up. And one tasty dish you can whip up quickly is a chicken curry, with TV chef Jamie sharing a simple and flavor-packed meal which only takes around 15 minutes to make. The straightforward recipe includes enough to feed 4 people, making it the perfect midweek meal or a people-pleaser for a special occasion, as writes The Express. Posting a video making the delicious dish online, Jamie said, "You're gonna love this one. I've literally never met anyone that doesn't love laksa. It's kind of like a soup cum curry. You've got peanuts, citrus, and beautiful crispy chicken. The curry can served with either rice or rice noodles. However, it is important to avoid adding any rice to the curry portions you intend to keep as leftovers, as storing the extra dish in the fridge could lead to food poisoning. If you fancy giving the quick and tasty recipe a try, here is everything you need to know. How to make Jamie Oliver's homemade chicken curry. Ingredients for the chicken: chicken thighs, salt and pepper, a teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice powder, lime juice, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds for the curry, 1 squash, 1 liter of water, 1 chicken stock cube, 1 red chili, 3 of 4 spring onions, 300 grams of white rice or rice noodles, 400 grams, 1 tin of coconut milk, 600 grams, 2 bunches of asparagus, piece of ginger, 5 centimeters, teaspoon of coriander, tablespoon of soy sauce, tablespoon of peanut butter, tablespoon of sesame oil, tablespoon of fish sauce, teaspoon of turmeric, lime juice, kaffir lime leaves. Kitchen essentials: greaseproof paper, rolling pin, griddle pan, tongs, sharp knife, chopping board, large pan. Food processor method: start off by spreading some greaseproof paper onto the counter before placing your chicken on top. Season the chicken thighs with salt and 5-spice powder. Then move the meat around the baking paper to ensure it is equally coated in the seasoning mix. Next up, fold the paper in half on top of the chicken before using a rolling pin to bash it up. Jamie explained that by doing this you're tenderizing and you're also making the flavors really stick to it. Pop your griddle pan on the stove and leave it to heat for a few minutes before adding the flattened chicken using a pair of tongs. Cook for around 5 minutes until the meat is cooked through. While the chicken is cooking, cut off the ends of your squash before roughly chopping it into large slices. Do not peel. Pop your kettle on before adding around 1 liter of the boiling water to a large pan along with your chicken stock cube. Grate your squash using a food processor and then add the squash gratings to your pan of water. Jamie said, "This is gonna give your broth, your soup, wonderful body." You should then add the following ingredients to the food processor: 1 red chili, a thumb-size piece of ginger, around 4 peeled garlic cloves, a tablespoon of soy sauce, some kaffir lime leaves, a teaspoon of peanut butter, a tablespoon of sesame oil, and then a tablespoon of fish sauce, as well as some coriander and turmeric. Turn the processor on and let the ingredients mix together to form a thick curry paste before adding the mixture into the pan with boiling water and stock. Jamie said, "It's gonna be like a big bomb going off. The flavors, the brightness, the zestiness." It is then time to cook your rice or rice noodles, whichever you have decided to go with. Do this by bringing a pot to the boil before adding in your rice, following the packet instructions to cook properly. Once ready, add your rice or rice noodles to your pan of curry. Now it is time to trim and chop up the asparagus before adding the vegetable into the pan along with your coconut milk. Bring to the boil. Add in a splash of lime juice and give your curry a good mix before drizzling some honey onto the cooking chicken, coating in sesame seeds and lime juice to form a glaze on the meat. Turn over the chicken thighs to make sure they are well coated. Remove your chicken from the pan and cut into strips before adding to the curry mix along with some coriander. Now you are ready to serve. After tasting the recipe, Jamie described the taste as being a little plate of heaven right there. Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our daily newslet.